this is Mizu, Amateria VTuber, a live 2D rigger. I don't know her, okay? I have no idea who she is. But she just posted a Google Doc. Wow. So yeah, let's dig into this. And it seems that this Google Doc is in response to this. So I open it here. I didn't read that yet. I didn't watch the video. So we are gonna go through this together and see what is this about. Yeah, let's go. So it's a person called Deja Vu. Okay. Deja Vu, okay. I had intended to let this situation settle, but after being approached by the victim, he asked me to share his story. Please take a moment to watch this and share it to help raise awareness. Male victims do exist, and the fact that he was a minor makes this even more... Wow! I had no idea we were gonna talk about this. But yeah, let's keep going. Makes this even more troubling. Well, seems to be very much complicated. It's often those who are quickest to dismiss others who have something to hide. The victim reached out after seeing my own interaction with Mizu to share his side of the story, and he's not the only one who reached out to me with issues with her. Wow, so there is more people? Okay, fine. He's chosen to remain anonymous, but he wants his story to be heard. Okay, so let's go through this. Before we go any further, I want to take this brief moment here to thank all of you, my patrons, for the incredible support to my work here on YouTube, and especially my Three-Tailed Fox tier members, Awenydd, Fenny Sylvy, Heath Rowell, Zalost, Taiashi, SuccubusBait, and your Eaton. Thank you very, very much. You guys are amazing. Also, thanks to everyone who donated to me through Tron and to all of my YouTube members. You can support this channel life and growth with just $5 a month and gain access to many perks. This is less than a burrito. Check out my Patreon. Link is in the description below.
Hey everyone, this is a difficult post to share and even harder to hear, but it's an important story that needs to be told. This all began when we started discussing how men often feel unable to come forward with their own experiences. One of the many men who reached out to me wanted to share his story involving Mizu. I'll include the full recording at the end for anyone who wants to read through all the messages.
Well, it's just my first impression here, okay? I don't know both of them. I don't know this Deja Vu guy. I don't know anything about the situation. But I think you guys are gonna like my position here, my opinion, just because I'm outside of all of this. I'm not biased to any of the sides, you know? And I'm not aware of their existence at all. So, I don't know Mizu as well. I don't know any of them. So, but something that I knew already, that I discovered already, I might be wrong though, okay? But it's my opinion, at least, about it. When a person blocks you, there's already something wrong. Usually the people that I see that block others, they are usually in the wrong. Usually is like that. All the times, at least that I saw, they were in the wrong. So maybe there are exceptions, okay? So this is something that I will take as a negative already, but we need to hear both sides, right? So let's go.
Themselves. I'll also include key screenshots and her Discord ID to confirm it's her. It's time for male victims to be heard and for those responsible to be held accountable. At the time of their interactions, he was a minor, while Mizu was 23. There's no way to soften this. They were in a romantic relationship.
I have to be honest, you guys know, I live in Brazil, you know, South America. So here, like a person with 20 years old having a relation with a 70 years old is not a problem. No one here sees it as a problem. But of course, I understand the perspective of you guys there in US. And here, by the law, you can even date someone and have a relation with that person after like 40 years old. this is in your law. Like, if the after 40 years old, that child has the right to consent if they wanna have relations or not. This is how that happens here, okay? So that's why, because I was grow up in this environment, and by the way, it's very easy to spot here people having relations even younger than that, like at 11, at 12. This is absurd, of course it is, but that happens like very often here, very often here. People are starting very slowly to realize how wrong and dangerous this is, but it's something that our society still accepts very well. And they are starting to change because everything that happens US sometimes take more time, like 3 to 4 years, but this always comes to here. And it's always usually it's always the bad side of stuff. That I think it's going to be a good one. It's coming very slowly to here, but people are starting to realize how dangerous this is, But yeah, but I still think, in my opinion, that a 23-year-old, with a 17 years old, I'm not saying that I understand you guys' position because you guys are like US and all, and it's like 6 years old difference. Yeah, it's kind of big, but it's like it's weird because in 1 year that person will be 18 and she will be like 34. And then everything will be okay. This is so freaking ridiculous as well, Of course, I'm against, like what I said, like, minors with 12, 30, 14, having relations. Of course, it's wrong, but this is ridiculous as well. Please, understand my point of view here. I understand that you guys have a different vision because of how you guys' laws works outside, but maybe I have this point of view because of things are here, and that's why I explained how it is here in my country. But you see how this is just ridiculous. But okay, fine. Let's continue. I'm not trying to defend her here. It's just that, in my opinion, this is ridiculous. Okay.
Relationship, and she didn't even make the basic effort to confirm his age. Even after learning he was underage, she took time to decide on how to proceed with their relationship instead of...
Now you have a 6-year-old difference than a person, and you learned that that person is a minor, and you live in a country that this is a crime. Bro, you cannot do that. It doesn't matter what I think about it. You cannot do that. He's in the wrong, okay? It's not because what I said, what I believe it's right or wrong, that I will defend what it's, it's you guys' laws. It's you guys' laws, Yeah, I think in this case it's kind of a bit ridiculous because it's 17, 1 year, wow, magic. Now they can have a relation. It's so freaking stupid, but yeah, okay. But it's still the law, and she was aware of that, and she continues. So she, okay. I'm not listening to her side yet. I will see the end of this, and then we will go see to her side and all to see what's gonna happen. Okay, but I'm talking only with the data that I know up to now. Okay, this is still very wrong. Okay, she shouldn't be doing
cutting contact. He is asked to remain anonymous, but he wants his story to be heard. I'm sharing this on his behalf, doing my best to respect his wishes while making sure the truth is known. This part takes place after a call where they discuss their ages. As you can see, the male has asked if his age was a problem. She responded that it was a bit alarming since she hadn't realised he was a minor while she was already in her 20s, but said she needed some time to think and clear her head. The question remains, why didn't she end things then, knowing he was underage and she was an adult? They continue their conversation, during which he tells her to take her time and says that he loves her. She replies, I really love you, and keeps using pet names like hubby. Instead of taking responsibility, She places the blame on him for not disclosing his age, rather than taking the simple step of confirming it herself.
Of course, I think, in my opinion, it's one of the first things that you ask after getting to know a person when you are, even if you're not interested, like romantically, sometimes you talk with someone and you're interested in know that the person age. So I think it's really weird, but I understand that may have people there that doesn't care about that at all. So she just didn't care, I can understand that, but it doesn't matter. I think at least in the moment that she was aware that he was a minor, she has to end it because, it's against you guys' laws. I don't know from where she's from, but I know majority of countries, it's all over 18. So probably it's the same there as well, from whatever she is.
At this point, any use of pet names or expressions of love should have stopped entirely. Knowing he was a minor, why did she choose to continue instead of cutting off contact? Here, she begins to take steps towards ending the relationship, not because she recognises that it's wrong, but because she feels uncomfortable and mentions having had issues with minors before. Despite that,
I think that here is problem. I think it shouldn't be an exact number, but like I said, but I think 18 is it's a good number because, to be honest, the frontal lobe of someone develops at 25. 25, man. So you only start to take irrational decisions after that, more solid decisions after that. 18 is still kind of low compared to that, but I don't think we can raise it to 25 as well. But also but biologically saying, this is interesting because frontal lobe ends the development at 25. But biologically saying, people are raised since very young to have sex. This is very weird how biology works, It's just my thoughts here. But what I think it should take, I think 18 is a good age, but I think the age gap should be more important along the age. For example, even though people here are used to have relations after it's allowed to have after 14. People would still find it weird to see someone 23, 24 having a relation with a 40-year-old, But yeah, that happens as well, kind of often, but people don't take that easily, but they also cannot deny because, again, it's that 40-year-old one choice because they got to choose after 14 if they want that or not, They can consent to sex. So yeah, but I think if that person is a also minor of 16 with a minor of 40, I think the age gap, when the younger you are, each year makes too much more difference. I think it's way different when a 20-year-old person have a relation with a 30-year-old, I would still find 40-year-old kind of weird, but it's up to them. They are both adults already, And that's offer and demand, Usually at that age, if it's a girl in her 20s, she would like a guy in her 40s to pay for all her adventures and stuff like that. The financial situation. This is what's happened nowadays. Relationships became transactional, It's all about their own interests. People are more and more selfish. For the man, it's interesting to have a very young lady with him, and he can and will pay for that. And the girl accepts that and is interested, so it doesn't matter that much. But when you're when you have this difference when talking about people underage, it becomes way bigger. It's 6 years old only, but we are talking about a 70 years old, I'm trying to arrange all of the different points of views so you guys can decide what to think about all of this. I'm trying to bring all the points I can think of here, okay? I think you guys are finding this interesting. I'm actually finding I'm having all this chain of thoughts in my mind, in my mind, and I'm finding all of this very much interesting.
She continues to tell him she loves.
I think people should talk more about that. I don't see people addressing all of this stuff I'm saying, like, specifically. They just say, oh, is 17 minor, bad, like 18, adult, good. Like, they don't usually dive too much deep into this. So I think you guys, I hope you guys are finding this interesting and, I don't know, learn something with that or realize something with that. I don't
loves him and brings up how they had planned to make their relationship public. She even asked what would have happened if people had discovered he was a minor and how much trouble they could have gotten into. This is deeply concerning, as her decision to step back wasn't based on understanding the seriousness of being involved with a minor, but rather on her own discomfort and fear of the backlash if the truth came out. Next, she says that she doesn't feel comfortable dating someone who isn't even 18 and admits that it's probably not legal. She goes on to say that she told herself she would never date anyone under 20 and adds that she should have asked. This is the first.
But she got emotionally involved and now she has a problem. Because, feelings.
Moment where she acknowledges that what she did might not be legal, yet still chooses to continue the conversation. What's especially troubling is that despite claiming she would never date someone under 20, she admitted having issues with minors before. If that's the case, why didn't she make sure to ask his age before becoming romantically involved? Confirming someone's age is something most people would do before even pursuing a relationship, not after being well into one. Throughout the messages, she continues keeping him around instead of cutting things off, remaining flirty, using pet names, and showing more concern about people finding out than about the legality of her actions. From my own interaction with her, one thing stood out. She told me that the roles aren't reversed and they likely never will be. In this case, she was the larger creator, taking advantage of the smaller male creator, who is a minor, which speaks volumes. Take from this what you will, but thank you for taking your time to listen to his story. Remember, male victims exist too, and they deserve to be heard and taken seriously.
Yeah, that's true. Even more like when we are in November, Like, I'm not saying that this only has to happen in November. I think you guys know that, but I think it's a good month to talk about that. Of course, guys, we're still gonna check her side of story, but I don't think she has I don't think she has some role to defend herself with all of this. Like, it's already been shown here that she was aware of that and she kept going. Like, yeah, I don't see this ending well. Of course, this probably, this happens like IRL as well or was online? There is this as well, but it doesn't matter. They had a romantic relationship online, and that's already yeah, of course it would be worse if it was IRL, as well, doing the thing, yeah, that would be way terrible. Yeah, he's showing the entire conversation without cutting, without to show that it's original. And they didn't edit it or something like that. Very, very nice. I will try to unplay it here, but we'll cut something. Yeah. See? Yeah, and we have more right here. Let me read this. The saddest part of all this is that I'm just trying to stream, yet her mods and gym mates are coming and harassing me like they have nothing better to do. I'm trying to move on after she isn't a friend and doesn't respect me, but they won't stop. It's a girl boss yes queen energy instead of taking accountability for their shitty actions. Yes, we know very well, and we talk about that a lot. And again, this shows to be true again. Okay, of course we didn't listen to her side, and we will. But come on. It's kind of very difficult for her to defend herself at this point. There is no way, man. But okay, well, let's check that out anyway because we have to. But yeah, I think this thing here never goes wrong when a person blocked the other. Like, she's probably in the wrong already. It's incredible. But yeah, might have like some kinds of exceptions to this rule, but usually it's like this. Yeah, let's go to her doc. My response to implications made by L/Dija Wukong. I hope this clears up some speculative ideas. Thank you. She put this slash so maybe this wouldn't reach him? I think it was. Yeah, probably. After all, she blocks him, so I think that she doesn't want you to... She doesn't want him to see this. I don't know. I don't know. Probably. Let's read the doc. By the way, this video is so big already. I don't know if I should go through this doc now or do another video just going through the doc. But yeah, let's try to do all of this in just one. Hello everyone, I'd like to address recent screenshots containing Discord messages sent by me to an individual that were shared by Dija Wu. I will keep this individual anonymous for their privacy. Between October and November 22, this individual and I had a platonic online friendship. In November 2022, this friendship developed into... So let's check the date. Between October and November 22, this individual and I had a platonic online friendship. In November 2022, this friendship developed into a romantic, flirty relationship that never developed into an explicit sexual nature in any way, shape, or form. This continued until January 2023, when I asked this individual to confirm his age, and he confirmed that he was 17 years old at the time. I was 23. In the screenshot shown by Dija, it clearly showed that I immediately expressed that I was extremely uncomfortable and broke off the relationship. It's not what it seemed there. It really seemed that you continued for what she showed. I will let that you guys that have been watching up until now decide, okay? But it really shows that on his video that she kept going. Upon looking back at these messages, I can see that my word choice was not the most firm sounding. However, yeah, it wasn't, because it wasn't, you know? It really wasn't. It's like I'm saying. It wasn't what you done, okay? However, this was a result of panic and anxiety, not hesitance. I think it was hesitance, but please don't try to start like everyone catered to panic and anxiety. Of course, I know that our generation like has this kind of problems a lot. I know that. I'm aware of that. I myself have problems with anxiety. Not panic, but anxiety levels, okay? From time to time, because, yeah, I have too much stuff going on. But I'm really tired to see always when these people have some problem, like automatically blame their panic and anxiety. Like it was some type of trump card, you know, like, but yeah. I admitted at the time that my oversight was to blame. And I can't understand her. I'm not being all cold, like to just point out and say, like, oh, she's like a pedo or whatever, you know. I understand her situation. She wasn't aware of his age. Even though I don't find that normal, you get to know a person so intimately without knowing the age of the person for all this time. But yeah, I understand this part, okay? I understand that she already developed feelings by this person with this time, and this made things harder. And this is probably the reason that she kept going. I understand that, but she lied here when she said that she broke off right after it wasn't there. It wasn't what was on his video. Okay, it clearly is not that. She's lying here. But she probably broke off a bit later, and yeah, it's a sore problem, but I don't think it's. To be honest, it's my personal opinion, okay? I don't see that of a big problem here because of the conditions of all of this happened. But it's still wrong, she's still in the wrong, and etc. But I just think nowadays is too much like everything just became a reason to destroy people's lives and careers. I'm not defending her like, oh, come on, just have common sense. Look at this, man. This is ridiculous. But okay, fine. I admit at the time that my oversight was to blame and I immediately ended the relationship. No, it wasn't immediately. It wasn't immediately. Lying, okay? You can see the conversation we had in full on the day that everything happens. We saw all of this already on the video, like probably. I can't read this. It's too much small for me. You guys know I had a problem on the eye. And I mean, yeah, maybe most of you are not aware. I had an infection on my eye from a bacteria and I lost part of my vision on my right eye. So I'm having like, I just can't read these small characters anymore. And I think if I try to zone it, it will not lock on the screen. Let me try. I'm sorry, I was pressing the wrong key. So, it's not looking good for you guys on the OBS, but now I think I can read here. It's too small, but I will try to read. Oi wifey, oi wifey I should probably ask since I guess my age can be pretty alarming. Does that bother you? Because if so, I totally understand. I didn't really think about that till now. And I'm sorry if it does. Yeah, you see the guy, he realized that he has not a good age and all, like, he's aware of that, and like, he also, I have to be honest, he seems to be trying to hide the age of her, like in this comment, like, not on this, but this was after he's saying clearly, but he's uncomfortable telling his age because he knows that what he's doing is wrong, so I think he's to blame as well, okay? He's not just because, oh, he's 17 that he cannot be blamed. He's a saint. No, he's aware of much stuff of what he's doing, okay? So yeah, I will not just blame her for all it's his blame as well. It's his fault as well. You see how this is so stupid. This is so freaking stupid, man. This all seems to be so freaking stupid. But yeah, it's a bit alarming since I didn't know you were a minor, and that obviously complicates things. Of course it does. Especially because we are both streamers on a public platform. Oh, so this guy's a streamer as well. I don't know these people. I don't know any of them, okay? Both streamers on a public platform, and I'm already in my 20s. I just need a bit of time to think and clear my head. I got hit with a lot of panic. Yeah, that's totally understandable. I'm sorry for hitting you hard with that info. Take your time, and I really do care about you and love you, so I respect whatever decision you make. I really love you too, but you understand that it's not a good situation, right? It's mostly my fault because I kept forgetting to ask. But hubby, did you never think to tell me or mention it? Like, this is a big thing. I honestly don't know what to do right now. Yeah, it's indeed a big thing. I know, and that is really my fault, and I'm sorry. I was scared of losing you, and I know I really fucked up, and I'm really, really sorry. Yeah, I mean, the guy, after admitting all of this, this is why I will not like toast her for this. You see, the guy know all the time that what he was doing was wrong. Of course, she needed to ask that. Of course, she needed to. But, she had to, but the guy's totally wrong here as well. Damn. I understand because usually, like, it's what's usually happen. I think everyone knows that. Like, he probably knew her age already. but she didn't know his age. This is what seems here. And he was probably afraid because he knew he was younger, and usually women like to choose like older men. In general, is most like that. So he's aware of that, and that's why more of the reason that he was writing that probably. I understand. I'm trying to show all the points of view so you guys form your own opinions there about this. Okay. I'm trying to, there's a lot of times that we cannot see all of this, but here it really opens like a lot of doors for you to interpret this in a lot of different ways, and this is what I'm doing here, and I hope you guys can come to a conclusion. And I'm just interested, like, it's interesting how I don't know any of them up to now. I don't know this guy, I don't know her, I don't know the other guy as well. And like I said before, I respect to whatever decision you make. I totally understand how big the situation is, and I'm deeply, truly sorry for doing this to you. And I love you so much, wifey. I'm just not comfortable dating a minor. I've had so many issues with minors already, and even though I love you so much, I've had so many issues with minors already. That's bad. That doesn't help you. That doesn't help you here. And it's interesting that you put yourself on your. Of course, you had to put this your own Google Doc, or would be weird after the guy showing the entire conversation there. But yeah, it's like you didn't have a choice. And even though I love you so much, I just can't be comfortable. But okay, I understand you showing this, like showing. Oh, I had some issues with minors before. So I got rid of all of them. It's like what she's trying to say here. Like she's trying to defend herself, like saying that she's not interested in minors. I got her point here, but it's not. I think like she kind of overcooked herself with this because it's not what people will think it is. It was not my first thought, so it would be probably the all of people's first thoughts seeing this as well. But after having a second thought, I understand that this was her intention here. And even though I love you so much, I just can't be comfortable with this. And you wanted to be public with it too. And I was okay with it. I was okay with being public about being together. What would have happened if someone figured out that you're a minor? Sorry. I just can't do it no matter how much I care about you. There is more comments. My mind is so foggy. Oh my god, they're at lucky. It's really. I'm sorry, guys. For you guys might be as good to read, but I cannot read this well. I'm sorry if I sound hysteric. And yeah, he got the use of pet names, and I love you. That's so cringe. I'm sorry, guys. This is so cringe. Oh my god. But okay. Everyone, I think it's personal. It's everyone's rights and choices to do this stuff. But this is so freaking cringe, man. Oh yeah, I love you. Right after the individual revealed his age, it just became an individual. I fully admitted that his wording was inappropriate. I say those things in a moment of panic and confusion, and if I could go back and change those things, I would. This does not change the fact that I was in no way willing to continue the relationship. Yes, he was. And you did for a time. And the fact that I clearly expressed it as much to this individual. And it doesn't necessarily have to be public. We can still keep it on the down low until I'm not. Again, the guy is double, triple down on it. You see that he's the one making most effort in continuing doing this. You see, like, this is stupid as fuck. Like, they taking people's responsibility over all of this just because he has 17 years old. Okay? Damn, people kill people with way less than that. A freaking 6-year-old boy gunshot his teacher. Like, what the fuck, man? This is. I'm trying to be, to be very open-minded here, but this is insane, man. This is insane. Come on. come on. I don't think this all of the. I didn't went through all of this yet, but I don't think this is all like it is enough to toss her. Okay, this is my conclusion. Right, I will keep reading. But I don't think this is enough to toss her. Come on. It's all very like comprehensible, and she ended up doing the right thing after. So, also they didn't. It seemed to be happening only online. Like, what the fuck, man? What's we're doing here? Okay. When I was again, I'm not a minor, which is literally around the corner, but if you're not comfortable, I totally understand, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm really an idiot. Again, and I respect your decision. I can't. I genuinely not comfortable being in a relationship with someone who isn't even 18, not to mention the fact that it's probably not legal. I told myself I would never date anyone who isn't even 20 yet. The age gap makes me too anxious, yeah. We are talking about 6 freaking years, man. It's 6 freaking years. But you see, it's stupid as well because it's like I said, the guy makes 18 and suddenly boo! And she makes like if she was 23, then she will be like 24 after. So yeah. So boo! Immediately everything is not a problem anymore. Wow, amazing magic! It's magic. You know, like it's insane. Right? It's so freaking insane. But yeah. Anyone who's even 20, yeah, the age gap makes me too anxious. I generally don't know what to do. Of course, she's aware, like, she has a career online, like, you know, and she knows the gap is too insane, like, yeah, of course this messed with her, and she's right for it. I'm so upset right now, I can't even think straight. This is all my fault. I didn't even ask you. Then she says that it's all her fault. It's not all your fault, it's you guys both fault, okay? It's you two's fault, okay? You both you two fault, okay? I don't think I said right. Okay, you guys understood. Well, a relationship is legal. Well, a relationship is legal, but it's more up to you if you're morally fine with it, which I understand if you're not. What? A relationship is legal? No, it's not legal. You're a minor, right? Why is it legal? It depends. I don't know his country. I don't know her country. I don't know. But if it's legal in their countries, or his country or her country, because maybe it's legal on her country. I don't think it is because the way that she's responding. But maybe it's legal on his country. You know, so like. I don't know what we do in this situation. They are having a relationship online. They can be from totally different countries with different laws. You see how this is all complex. You know? Oh my god. Relationship is legal, but it's more up to you guys if you're morally fine with it, which I understand if you're not. I'm so sorry, truly deeply sorry. I never intended to upset you. This is not what I wanted for you at all. And none of this is your fault. You see the guy articulates himself very well, you know, like 17 years old, man. What difference for 18? Come on. It's generally mine. I take 100% of the blame for this situation. You deserve so much better. The fact that I hurt you makes me feel so terrible. I should have just done it so much sooner, so I wouldn't have so much of a devastating impact as it does now. I regret my decision entirely. But I did enjoy the time I spent with you, and I'm really going to miss it. You've truly made me happier than ever, and I appreciate you for everything you've done. You mean so much to me. Thank you. I honestly haven't been happier than I have been these past few months. You'll be such a positive thing in my life, and one thing that was going well for me, which is why this hurts so much. I thought something was finally just going right for me, and because of my oversight, I ended up like this. Yeah, you both have fault on this. But at the same time, it's like, oh god. At the same time, it's just stupid. It seems stupid as well. This individual suggested we continue dating and make it public when he turns 18, but I shut it down immediately and said I was not comfortable with that. And I can this probably made him angry and he decided to leak the conversations. Oh, this is so insane, man. Oh my god, this is like, it's better like, I don't know. I don't know what to say. This is evil, man. This is evil. Because if you guys were having something, like, it should have trust between you two, and she ended up because didn't felt comfortable with it, and you just leaked everything to destroy her life. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. This individual suggested we continue dating and make it public when he turns 18, but I shut it down immediately and said I was not comfortable with that. And I can understand that the one you completely at all, so I would just read the bubble part. Oh my god, because we went through all this in the video. It was my oversight that landed us in this situation. I should have known to ask. Yes, you should. Oh, I have to read this because here it's... I can understand you don't want to be partners, but we can always remain friends, and I feel exactly the same way. Whether as we are dating or not, I still enjoy being with you and hanging out with you. I don't want to lose you completely at all, so I would love to still be able to hang out with you. So yeah, they ended things here. Of course, I will give you some space today, unless you still want to hang out tonight and watch more of... what? More of that show, Lou, or we can always find something else, since the show has gotten kinda weird. But if you want your space tonight, I can totally understand. We can hang out some other time. Maybe not tonight. I'm just gonna pass out after stream and might cancel my shift for tomorrow, switch it. But yeah, let's hang out again soon. Of course, just let me know, okay? Whenever you feel up to it. I hope the rest of your night goes well, and sleep well. I will tune into that stream if I get a chance. I won't be streaming tonight, not in the right frame of mind exactly. I will just be playing with them on their streams for a bit, and then Ima head off to bed, and thank you. Makes sense. Okay, have fun. I'll try. I'm sorry again, and this is what I read before. It was my oversight that landed us in this situation. I should have known to ask. No, it's okay. Don't worry. You have nothing to be sorry for. It's my fault for not letting you know beforehand. I was blinded by love. So if anything, I should be sorry. Oh my god. Oh my god. How this ended up like this, man? How? They should have just have ended things as they were and keep going their lives. No one I don't understand how this became like a public thing. Why? Why you guys did this to yourselves? Man, I don't know what to say, man. Both of them made the mistake. It's not only her, okay? I will not oh, he's a minor, so he has not. He has. I would say 50-50 to them. I would say at least 50-50. After this, we continue a complete platonic friendship until March of 2023, when the friendship naturally split apart. Well, yeah, after you guys actually endured a lot after that, since it was in November, right? Yeah, let me see No, it was already in February. Yeah, it was in February, this message. So, yeah, February, March. So, it didn't last long after that. We continue a complete platonic friendship until March of 2023, when the friendship naturally split apart. Regarding the message that included, I've had issues with minors. There were instances involving a viewer who made romantic art, including me and several other female streamers, with him without our consent. This obviously made me severely uncomfortable, and this was what I'd been referring to when saying I've had so many issues with minors already. This has been brought up out of context by Deja Vu to make it. No, when you say that, it really opens like for interpretation, to bad interpretation of people. It's not something like that Deja Vu did. It's something that actually you did. Like the way you say that phrase make you look weird. You know, it was the way you say that. See, like I have previously acted inappropriately with minors. Hey hunters, I have an announcement to make. My real age is 15. Yes, I'm a minor. I'm sorry for any interactions I had with you. And if you send me anything that was not appropriate, I'm sorry for not telling the truth. And for all loot VTube. Oh, I know. So it's about images and etc. Because yeah, probably. Please, for all those VTubers, please block me for your safety. You know, I find this so ridiculous. Like, you are a loot VTuber. Let's suppose you're a loot VTuber. I'm not talking about her. I'm talking about, I don't know. My audience here. Suppose you're a loot VTuber and you create and post on your ex a lot of loot VTuber arts. You know, you post that. You're not responsible, and you put a lot of message like saying, not minors don't DM me or it's you put it on your profile, you know, and you do all of that, and minors reach your page, and then it's your fault. This is so freaking insane, man. This is so freaking stupid. It's like YouTube try to make us responsible, like demonetizing and deleting videos because saying that this is derangement to minors and etc. Now I have 0% minors watching my content, 0, and always choosing like my content is not for minors. I always select my content's not for minors. For what YouTube Kids exist today, huh? For what? It's so freaking stupid that we have to be responsible for what people click to watch. This is ridiculous. It's their choice. They are making that. We do content. This is insane, man. This pissed me off a lot. The woods became like a huge piece of, well, you guys know. So the guilt got to you. I don't want to talk about it. Oh my god. I'm not on certain terms. I'd like to confirm that me not asking for this individual say sooner was a mistake. Me continuing a friendship with this individual after this point, while entirely platonic, was a mistake. With that being said, I'll be just in the strongest possible terms against any accusation or implication or impropriety with minors. Should I have asked for this individual's age from the beginning? Absolutely. I fully accept accountability in this. Perfect. This was your only mistake. You realized after that it was kind of difficult for you, but a few like days later or whatever, how I don't know how much time passed. I don't remember, to be honest. You ended up things and okay, you did the right thing after realizing that. And it's not like you guys met together and and fucked. I don't know. Oh, and I'm crazy, guys. Am I wrong here? Please let me know in the comments. And I'm wrong in my statements here. Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to be I'm trying to be very clear with my statement. I'm trying to be like, I really don't know what to think of this. It's insane, man. I even lost interest in reading all of this. I will just read the purple part. That is her defense because we saw all of this already on the video. I don't think things will go back. I'm sorry. Okay, so I don't think things will go back to normal after everything. The entire situation makes me uncomfortable to think about it. I was dating a minor. That in itself freaks me out every time I think about it. So that's why I'm not comfortable with you doing things for me or being super nice and stuff. I didn't realize it was coming off as if I didn't care. I'm grateful for everything you did for me. Oh, so maybe this is the reason the guy just cooked her. she like tried to totally cut ties immediately, like not so immediately, but gradually cut ties with him in every means possible. And he felt like being abandoned, and as if like he felt like if he was some object of hate and etc. And he could only think in vengeance. I believe. Okay. So that's why I'm not comfortable what mean things to me. Blah 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 blah. I'm grateful for everything you did for me, but at the same time, it makes me incredibly guilty and uncomfortable cause of what happened. Regardless, I didn't feel like I was being mean to you in any way, just distant. Yeah, it doesn't seem like she was mean. But the past week or so, with you going at me more than us, and all the stress I already have with work and school, I've been more irritable too, and I should be better than that. For that, I'm sorry. She seems like very much reasonable, to be honest. You don't have to feel guilty or uncomfortable about me doing nice things for you. I do it because I care about you and I still want you to be happy even if we aren't dating. We've both moved on from it and it's in the past and won't be spoken to another soul to keep. Yeah, you will not be spoken to another soul. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't. It was just, I don't know how many dozens of thousands of people out there. I don't know. Yeah, fine. Good job. Another so to keep your careers safe. It was just a miscommunication that should be being stated, and it wasn't illegal. I'm almost 18. No, it is still illegal. You're still under 18, so it's illegal. So it's not as bad as you think it is, legally speaking. As long as there's no such activity, the entire thing isn't a big deal by law. There's laws about romantic relationship with minors specifically, since stuff like this happen. Again, I cannot talk about this because I don't know from which country they are, okay? So I don't know if there is some breach on the law or something for some kind of sequence. I don't know about that. So it's not as bad as you think it is, legally speaking, as long as there is no such activity. The entire thing isn't a big deal by law. There is laws about romantic relationship with minors specifically since stuff like this happens, so you don't have to worry about anything legally. Is what I'm trying to explain, although morally speaking, it can be pretty shocking to people who hear about the situation, and I trust that we won't be telling anyone about it, so we'll be fine. And to be clear, I'm not trying to disregard your feelings whatsoever. I'm just trying to ease your stress with the situation. You have every right to feel uncomfortable with what happened there. I as well feel very guilty for putting you in that situation. Both are guilty. And sees that, to be honest, it sees the more I read it, the more I think I'm not like taking like her accountability, but the more it seems like he has more fault on this, to be honest. But yeah, this was a conversation. Oh my god. This was a conversation that I and this individual had due to an awkward and hostile atmosphere happening during streams and such. I expressed that I was uncomfortable and said things cannot go back to normal. This normal, quote-unquote normal, being the state of our relationship. Oh, I should like decrease the zoom. This normal being the state of our relationship, both as friends and partners. Taking this out of context is both unfair and harmful. I was in no ways flirtatious or anything other than platonic after breakup. Here are the conversations after this whole ordeal just to show that the relationship was never brought up again and we continued as friends. Oh, come on. At this point, I just don't really care anymore, man. I'm being serious. I mean, I just don't care anymore to this. In my honest opinion here, she's good to continue doing what she wants, okay? This is all bullshit, okay? I'm sorry. You guys can cook me or whatever. I will live for my thoughts. I don't care, okay? This is stupid. Yeah, 6 years old difference. Yeah, she wasn't aware of his age. But also, yeah, she ended up the freaking relationship after that. And yeah, the guy has a lot of fault for insisting on that, for hiding this as well, because it was his interest, most of his interest as well, to hide his age, because he was aware of what was waiting for him, you know? So both guilty, but at the same time, it's not like I think that is something that should destroy worth of destroying someone's career. Yeah. They don't even like Matt IRL to do the thing, and also, oh man, this. Where was I again? Okay, so I don't think things will go back to normal. I think I read this already in other print. Make me comfortable. I was determined. Then that in itself freaks me out. Yeah, I read this already. As long as there is no sus activity. Yeah, we read this already. Read. Oi, you okay? I saw you're not feeling too well. I want to check in on ya. Anxiety, depression, drama. People are stupid. Just for context that things stay platonic. I read it as no low. Well, I'm sorry people have been so hard on you. You don't deserve that. But I mean, you got accepted to that uni, so look forward to that. That's amazing, to be honest. I'm still super proud of you to that. Thank you. Yeah, very, natural, but he used a gift. Have a hug for your troubles. It will get better, I promise. Thank you so much. Of course, Zuzu, always here for ya. If you ever want to talk about anything, I'm still here. I'm checking on you again. Zuzu, congrats on the new job. You see that? It seems like he's always the one searching for her, Congrats on the new job. Where you working now? Thank you. It's a, wood place. Oh, that's really funny because when I moved, that was the first place I applied for, but I got rejected. What are you doing at the workplace? Just front desk stuff? Yeah, pretty much. Sounds a lot better than stressful Boba. How is it so far? I haven't started yet. Oh, Lo, when do you start? Next week? Oh, nice. I'm excited for you. Yeah, pretty much. Sounds a lot better than stressful Boba. Okay, same thing. Nice and excited for you. Good luck with that new job. You do great. We have not talked since this last message. To conclude, I fully accept that I made mistakes with this individual. However, Deja Vu's statement is worded to make it sound like I had taken advantage of a minor. The following piece of information I supported by the screenshot provided above created a much different story. I did not originally know this individual was a minor. The moment I was made aware of this, I cut off our romantic relationship. The details surrounding my relationship with this individual, as well as several other situations, are being deceptively reported by Deja Vu. I hope that this clears up any confusion regarding my contact with minors and reassures my audience that this is nothing more than an attempt at character assassination of myself as well as the other members of VCharm. I wasn't even aware of this group VCharm. I have no idea who they are. My actions are my own, and as you can see, I made no attempt to hide or dodge accountability for my mistakes. I offer the sincerest of apologies to all of those hurt by those mistakes. However, I know what I have and have not done, and I will not stand for blatant lies being about me and my friends. Thank you for your time. Yeah. And what a time, because 1 hour of rant on this man, and I still don't know what to say about it. It's her fault, it's his fault. The Wu person wasn't wrong in his statements. Of course he used that as engagement. Of course it was interest to him, but the guy is not wrong. Okay, the guy just posted about everything then and all, the guy's not wrong. He your ex-boyfriend cooked your ex-minor boyfriend cooked you so hard. And then leaking all this, like, oh my god, this is insane, man. This is surreal. My opinion is that, to be honest, I don't think she should be cooked over this and have her career and try career destroyed over this, to be honest. I don't know, man. I might be wrong though. Let me know what you guys think about all of this on the comments. Thank you for watching. I see you guys in the next one. Support my local Fightron and be subscribe to the channel. I see you guys in the next one. Bye.